Hi, it's Nicola Bird here from the Simplicity Project again. Pleased to be talking to you today. One of the things that I wanted to talk to you about today is a really deep understanding that I've come to recently. You may or may not know that my background, my academic and a lot of my professional background and experience is in the area of psychology. And I'm really interested in how human beings create their experience. And the more I've been researching and understanding this in the last few months, has really shone a totally new perspective onto my own personal simplicity project, and therefore I hope onto yours as well. Now, the content and the subject matter that I've been learning is something that I want to share with you over a whole series of videos through my blog posts over the next few weeks and maybe a few months, maybe a few years, as my understanding grows. But as I learn, I want to share with you because it's made some profound and really dramatic differences in my own life. So there's a few kind of core concepts that I want to explain to you that go behind this understanding. And I want to start off with one of the sounds the most simple, but actually you need a little while to get your head around it, is that our thoughts create our feelings. So traditionally we are brought up, and everything in our society, everything in our upbringing teaches us that that stuff out there creates our feelings and our experience in here. So if I've got a busy school run, 15 appointments with clients in my diary, the washing machine's broken down and the car needs a service, traditionally I would have thought, do you know what, that's really complicated. My life is overwhelming. It's totally stressful. I'd be thinking that stuff out there creates what's going on in here. And what I've come to realise, the more I understand this concept, is that our thoughts create our feelings, not the stuff out there in the world. Okay, so it's my thinking about the car, it's my thinking about the washing machine, it's my thinking about the hectic school run that makes me feel stressy, anxious, overwhelmed, feeling like I can't cope. And that understanding for me really has transformed the way that I see and understand my simplicity project. That's a big insight for me, but what I want to share for you is for you to start noticing where your thinking is creating what's going on inside you, not your experience of what's going on outside in the world. So I want to give you a couple of really concrete examples on this to help kind of bring this concept a little bit more to life for you. Say, for example, you see an appointment in your calendar coming up on Monday morning, and it's for a sales conversation to talk to somebody about signing up perhaps onto your coaching program. And you look at that appointment in your diary and you start thinking, oh my goodness, I don't know what to say in a sales conversation. These never worked for me in the past. The client's going to tell me they haven't got enough money. They're going to come up with lots of excuses for why they can't sign up on the program with me. I hate these conversations. I don't know why I booked it into my diary in the first place. And alongside that, that thinking will come some very real feelings, which are nervous, anxious, really not looking forward to that sales conversation whatsoever. Me, on the other hand, when I see an appointment in my diary for a sales conversation, I think, brilliant, there is nothing I enjoy more. I love having a conversation with how I can help people. I'm really curious about finding out what it is that they really hope and dream for, discussing, what their passions are, what they think holds them back. Like, I'm fascinated by human beings and what makes them tick. So I see a sales conversation in my diary and I think, brilliant, can't wait for that. Really looking forward to talking to that client. And I feel joyful, I feel light, I feel excited, I feel anticipation about that sales conversation when I think about it at all. The thing is an appointment in your calendar. The only difference between me and the other situation I was talking about, the other person I was talking about, is our thought. Our thinking about that thing is the thing that's creating a very, very different experience for us. Parents, this is an example I know that you will resonate with. So you're standing in your kitchen and you're busy washing up, and you turn around, your kids are bickering at the table. You're thinking, God, I've had a really stressful day already. The kids are always bickering. Why are they always bickering? And one of your kids turns around and knocks over a glass of water all over the table. Okay, your thinking is just going to escalate from there into, why do they always do this? The kids always wind me up. And as a result, your feeling is going to be angry, cross. The result, your behaviour is probably shouting at your child and sending them upstairs, cleaning up in a right old grump. Now, I want you to think about another scenario that could easily happen, which is where you're having a lovely day, your thoughts are in a really good place, you're feeling in a really good space. The kids are bickering at the table, but really you couldn't care less because that's what kids do, right? And you turn around and one of the kids has knocked the glass of water all over the table, and you just laugh and you go, oh, okay, never mind, it's just an accident. We'll clear it up. Maybe give them a cuddle because they're feeling a bit upset by it. You have a bit of compassion for them. The day carries on as normal, right? So again, exactly the same thing happening in reality, totally different experience. The sales conversation is not stressing you out. Your children are not stressing you out. It is your thinking about what's going on in the world around you that is totally 100% creating your experience of reality. Now, that might be a lot to take on board. This is the first time I've spoken about this kind of understanding more widely. But what I would really like for you, if you're following me along in this simplicity project, is to just start noticing over the next few weeks where your experience is being created by your thought, and you go, oh yeah, there it is again. There it is again. Parents, you'll see this over and over again with your children. Business owners, you'll see it over and over and over again. Those of you who experience anxiety or overwhelm, sometimes you can look at your diary and you feel sick because your thinking is saying to you, this diary is rammed. I've got too much in, too many appointments, too many things to do. And sometimes, you'll look at that appointment diary and it will feel fine to you. The only thing that's making the difference is your thinking about it. Okay, this has profound implications, which I am going to cover in the next few videos. And believe me, when you start to get and take on board some of this understanding, the simplicity you're going to start to see in your life and the freedom you're going to start to see in your life, as I have in mine, is going to blow your mind. So stick with me. These blog posts are going to continue, and I'm going to be sharing and setting you some experiments and sharing with you some of my insights on this journey. And I really hope you carry along with me. Please leave me a comment, because this is the first time I've talked about this thought, creating your feelings, creating your reality more widely. And I'd love to know what you think about this topic. And also share with me where you've realised that it's your thinking that creates your reality too. I'd love to hear and share your experiences with you. Okay, so till next time, start noticing those thoughts creating your feelings, and I will speak to you again soon.